In this video, we'll be taking apart the AGM M11. This is basically a power bank and hotspot in one with basic phone functionality. So you'll be able to make phone calls and send texts, as well as make use of some apps and the internet. With that being said, let's jump in. To start off, we'll need to remove the back cover. The back cover is made of a hard plastic. At this point, the battery cover can be removed, so we can remove the battery. Taking a look at the plastic battery cover, we do see a rubber gasket around it, which helps to protect water or debris from getting in. And do keep in mind that this is IP68 and IP69K rated. There is also an air pressure release hole over here. This is the 4020 mAh battery. Keep in mind there is a rated and a typical capacity on the battery. There are now 12 Phillips screws which need to be removed. Now the rear assembly can be lifted out of the front assembly, but be careful to also carefully lift out the screen from the slot in the front assembly. The glass screen cover can be replaced by applying heat and prying it off, so you wouldn't have to take apart the phone to replace that. Looking at the other side, we see that the keypad assembly is sealed in place to prevent any water or debris from getting in. So if you needed to replace that, you would have to cut out the seal around the keypad assembly. The earpiece speaker is located here, which is held in place with a cure-in-place gasket, and this flex cable with the contacts over here on the corner makes contact with another flex cable in the phone, giving power to this USB-C cable for reverse wired charging. The screen can now be lifted over. And then the protective film, which helps against electromagnetic interference, can be peeled off. The flex cable on the top corner needs to be peeled off. Six additional Phillips screws need to be removed. The red and black cables for the microphone need to be desoldered from the board. The same goes for the speaker cables here. There are catches or clips around the motherboard, which are holding it in place. Taking a look at the back housing, we see the large rear speaker, the vibrator motor, as well as the antenna flex cables. Both the speaker and the microphone are held in place with cure-in-place gaskets. To replace either of those, you'd have to cut out the gaskets and pull them out. There is also a rubber gasket around the back housing. Having a look at the motherboard, we see the connector for the screen located here, and the connector for this flex cable, which is for the LED flash, the 2 megapixel camera, the rear speaker, and the vibrator motor. To disconnect or remove those, just lift up the black locks to release them. These are the dual SIM readers, and this is the micro SD slot. The headphone jack is soldered to the main board, as well as the charger port. So if you need to replace the charging port or headphone jack, it would require soldering knowledge. For the repairability score, I give it a 5.5 out of 10. The battery is easily replaceable by just pulling off the back cover, which is clipped in place. However, when it comes to most of the other parts, you would need a soldering iron to be able to desolder the two cables for the speaker and the microphone, to be able to lift out the board, and disconnect the cables to replace the screen or other parts. And again, for the charger port and headphone jack, you would need soldering knowledge to be able to replace those. Now it's time to put it back together. Once everything's back in place, flip over the phone, power it on, and you're done. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.